Yes.
Hey, there we go.
Okay. How are you, Tim?
How's it going?
Cool. So we're recording now. So just FYI, everybody. That's so awesome. Okay. This is neat. This is a different format. I like seeing everybody. So what do you guys think of the chat tonight?
I thought it was pretty cool. I loved the honesty that everyone brought to it. I mean, like, some of the questions were a little bit revealing, so I was worried about how open everyone would be. But I think we have a sense of community now that's pretty strong. So I think so. It was really interesting seeing those answers.
I would agree. I well done on the questions. I mean, the questions were really good. They were thoughtful and they brought a different sense of, there was a real personal aspect to it that it was a little like, oh, should I say that? I don't know. And just true about, I think, especially as art educators, we have a hard time recognizing ourselves as artists. And that sounds weird, but I think of myself a lot as a teacher and not an artist. But I'm an artist too. So I think allowing myself to say, yes, I'm an artist is kind of a hard thing for me. I don't know.
Yeah. And I think that's true for a lot of people though. And that's why that's why we need our summers is to give ourselves that time for creativity and that time for exploration in our own work. Instead of giving all that creative energy to our students, which is also beneficial. And that's why we're in education right now, but you need to feed your soul too. And that's one of the ways you have to do it.
I think that's what's so amazing about the challenges. I mean, last summer really opened my eyes to that. And that was, Tim and the Journal Fodder Junkies and all of it. It was just, and in fact, my role being a little different in that I'm coordinating, about 100 teachers. I sent out challenges for them. They all got this sunshine yellow envelope, and in the envelope were 3 challenges for their summer. And one of them was, Nick, it was your ATCs. Like I said, here's, because our cards were it was non-threatening is what I thought. They're just these. And I just went to some of our teachers and I said, will you cut them for me? And I had more than enough to send 10 to every teacher. So I sent 10 and said, just try to make 5 and bring them to PD in August, and, I just, it's a start for a lot of them. They're afraid to share their work with each other. So I thought, well, we'll start small and go from there. And I think you're right, Tim. I think we have a sense of community. Before you jumped in, I said something about, I can't believe we don't have each other's phone numbers because we talk to each other every single day.
In some way.
Yeah.
Whether it's through Vine or whether it's through Twitter or, whatever, we seem to do that a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like in some ways we're family. Yeah.
No, we're not fighting yet, so we're not family.
We are family.
Yeah.
Because we're nerds. We're
But
the nerd family.
That's really true, though, is how close knit our PLN is. I feel that sometimes you guys know more about my personal artistic goals than even my husband, because he kind of glazes over when I start talking about it. And you guys have the same passion and same understanding and celebrate the same as I do for you.
It is
Yeah.
good and bad in some regards.
Yeah.
So.
I still glaze over sometimes.
I'm like, hey, what? Hey, never mind. Okay, let's move on.
The problem for me is that I'm a very, as an administrator, I feel like my job is to support all of these teachers, these art teachers. And I do that. Everybody has my cell phone. You can tweet me, you can Facebook me, you can find me any way you need to find me. And I spend a lot of time. I think that was one of my answers, Tim. I take care of, I feel like that's my responsibility to take care and nurture these teachers so that they can give the very best to their students, right? Unfortunately, Matt gets the short end of the stick because when I get home, I don't want to talk about school anymore or the art group sometimes. Or curriculum or any of that. Because I spend every day for 8 to 10 hours a day doing that with a lot of teachers, which I love, but at the same time, you get a little bit like
burnt out kind of.
Yeah, that glaze over is a good way to explain it. Yeah. So,
but that's such a great gift, though. I mean, like even like what you did last summer, and like giving the teachers a little challenge. I think that's a terrific gift. I mean, like the number of teachers you have is astounding.
Yeah.
So to be able to really, it's really magnificent that you could actually go out and have that interaction with all those teachers. That's impressive.
Well, we are in a larger district, and we are in a district that really values fine arts, all fine arts.
Yeah.
Theater, dance, music, choral, orchestra, band, all of it. So I think we're really very blessed. We strategically chose where we ended up. We started our careers in California. It wasn't really a good fit for us just financially as teachers. And so we started looking at other places, and we did our research, and I think it worked out well for us. It's just definitely an arts-friendly school district.
Oh, yeah.
So it's part of it. Yeah. I think we're fizzling.
I think so.
Yeah.
Kind of like.
And I have a challenge to do. Actually, I have to catch up on 2 challenges, Tim. I'm like, gee.
I'm like, hey, I did mine. Did you do yours?
I think my new logo is going to be a bottle of ketchup because I'm always catching up.
I like it.
I thought it was funny.
Okay.
It was a little slap happy, but I thought it was funny.
I'm trying to give myself a clap. Oh, there you go. Okay. I was like, I'm gonna give myself a clap, but that won't.
How do we know if anybody's actually watching us?
Because it says there's 3 people.
There's 3 people. Is it the 3 of us?
Yes.
It's us 3.
Oh.
But what's happening is you're recording it right now. And so what's going to happen is it'll go on to YouTube. You'll be able to say submit to YouTube, and then you can post that.
The link. Okay.
Cool.
So we can share the link in there.
All right.
And you'll be interested to see how the format looks once it's on YouTube. You don't see the claps anymore. We're kind of, it'll switch where we're located. It's a neat program.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
So, Tim, you have any parting thoughts or well wishes for this month's K-12 Art Challenge?
Well, like I have some exciting things that I have planned, so it should be really interesting. I will tell you that it gets increasingly more community based.
Cool.
So I'm gonna ask people so we're gonna end up. Last year I really liked some of the community things, so we're actually ending, and we're gonna be creating a zine together. Is one of the challenges. So it should be really interesting, and I'm gonna make sure the weekends are a little bit easier on everyone so that they have time, because we've learned from this many challenges at this point, to make sure it's not all super intense. And it's there's a couple of really interesting things that we're going to try with some public art and some things that actually might get published. So it should be really interesting. So it's going to be a work in progress, but fun.
You're so cool, Tim.
He's amazing. Tim inspires me all the time. Both of you do, but Tim, I would have never learned Vine without Tim. There's just so many things. So I'm really excited about this month, and I'm glad you're hosting for us again. And we adore you. So thanks for everything.
Thank you very much, guys. Yeah, thank you. It's great to you. I really like. For this is my first blab. I have to say, it's really nice. I can't believe how well it works.
Yeah, this is way easier than the Google Hangout.
We were really struggling with that one. So.
Yeah, I think this is the way we might go for the after the chat now. Thanks, Nick. This was all Nick. Nick found this format.
Very cool.
This is great. I can't wait to see it on YouTube and see how it goes. So, yeah.
Hey, Nick, I've got a few more all this week, since this is our last week of school. I've been having my kids do artist trading cards. And I told them we're just doing it around our campus, and so I've been having them trade with different grade levels and different around our campus. And I've taken a few pictures of some, and I'm just blown away by what they came up with. Some came up with their own Pokemon cards and their own little hand drawn Pokemon characters. So it was pretty cool.
Oh, that's awesome! Yeah, share them.
Well, and you know what? We're working on. Side note, sorry, Tim. This applies to you though. We've been redeveloping all of our Art 1 curriculum, and we've been working on it for almost a full year now, but we're using understanding by design and backwards design. And so we finished stage 1, which took us forever, mostly because we were having a hard time, because Art 1 is so fundamental and it's that foundation, and you want to have, when you're prepping kids to go hopefully into the AP program, and that they've got to have those skill sets to get there. And so how do you balance that with big idea and choice and all these things that we talk a lot about? And so it's just taken us a long time to get to somewhere where we think that we've got something really good, and we're really excited about it. We're going to launch into it next year. But now this summer, what we're working on is the assessment part, because stage 2 is all about evidence and assessment. And I'm super excited to use the ATCs as like mini assessments. And that's nice. Another idea from Nick. Like that's that's a brilliant idea. Because I just think that that's a real quick way to assess, can you do this technique, or, I just think that's really cool.
Well, we'll rock it out again next year. It's annual now. So I'll put it out there again in August. And I'm working with a lady who has a little Etsy shop that's designing the stamps for the back, and they're all hand done. They're adorable. I can't wait to share them with you guys. So it's coming along. It keeps growing.
I'm an Amazonaholic. So the books that you see, I actually buy. I buy like a book every other day, and he's like, "This is crazy."
It's like, "Oh, we just got this book." I'm like, "Oh, you ordered that one?"
Or like last summer, I think it was, I don't know, somebody was talking about the Derwent pencils, and I was like, I gotta get them.
It's bad when our children tell us that we need to be ordering stuff on Amazon. They're like, "You just order through Amazon."
Well, they have art supplies and books, and it comes in a day or two, and there's no shipping.
And you get a notification on your phone.
And this is not an ad for Amazon. No.
Well, it seems like it. I don't know. We'll probably wrap it up if that's where we're at.
This is just a busy family, and that's how we live. Yeah. So anyways, we should go. But I love talking to you guys, and I guess we'll see you next week. Lavana Roth is going to host about her Ignite Shine, which should be a lot of fun. Yeah. And it kind of goes along with everything, just getting the passion for what we do. So it's kind of exciting.
Excellent.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Thanks.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.